Been watching The Princesses, Long Island. It was a very intellectual show. It's a show about a group of Jewish women, and yeah, they're American, and they describe themselves as princesses, so you add it up. Alright, I'll add it up. Ain't a damn thing wrong with being a Jap. However, there can be a little bit of friction when a princess interacts with anybody outside of a very small circle of protectors. So I'm gonna give you a few guidelines that you might find useful. Guideline number 1, respect the princess. You gotta respect the fact that although most young Jewish females aspire to being a princess, very few of them actually got what it takes when it comes right down to it. The attrition rate among princesses in training is even higher than that of the U.S. military boot camps. I bet you did not know. And you got to respect the fact that the physical training involved in being a princess is more rigorous and demanding than even for the Navy SEAL or Olympic athletes. Learn something every day, don't you? Think about this. Princesses gotta constantly avoid all of the mundane tasks associated with ordinary living. And that's far more excruciating and exhausting than just doing the tasks themselves. And you gotta respect the fact that the total cost of becoming a princess is even higher than medical school. The expenses involved in becoming a princess begin at birth, and they do not end until usually the princess is in her mid-30s. What do you think about that? And respect the fact that today's princess will sacrifice just as much as a Buddhist monk or Catholic nun. The princess has got to learn to live without true friends, true love, any sort of gratifying sexual experience, and even the rewards of personal growth or achievement are out of the question. Now, in addition to respect, guideline number 2, we got our realistic expectations. Don't expect to actually get along with the princess. She doesn't get along with her friends or her co-workers, if she's got any. She only gets along with people who for some reason are willing to treat her like an infant. Don't expect to have no meaningful conversations with a princess. I mean, she's gotta keep herself focused on things like sushi, manicures, shoes. Those things just don't lend themselves to meaningful conversation. Now, in addition to realistic expectations, we got guideline number 3. You see, the reason the princess behaves so badly is that she's been systematically insulated from the real world since birth. And coming into contact with it all of a sudden is sort of like walking on fire. She'll experience excruciating pain at the mere thought of something like, cleaning up after herself. And she'll attack you viciously if you should suggest it. Understand the pain in her heart. Well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the guidelines I laid out for you, and I promise if you practice and follow them faithfully, you'll find that any time spent with a princess is far less likely to end in a stabbing.